Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been a minute since I made a video, but today I'm going to be changing the cabin air filter on my Tesla Model 3. So I ended up buying a kit from Abstract Ocean. So this kit should include everything that you need to change the cabin air filter. One thing to note with the cabin air filter is that it's going to be right behind this panel on the passenger side of the car. I wish they made it a little bit easier, because previously in most of my cars it's just been in the glove box. You kind of take it down and then pull out the filter and put it back in, but of course, you know, Tesla had to make it a little bit more complicated. So let's see what we get inside the box here. And now this cabin air filter cost about $50, and you do get 2 filters, and the car does require, you know, 2 of these filters. And then they do include all the tools you will need to change the cabin air filter. So let's get started. So the very first thing you're gonna do is you're just gonna reach all the way back into this panel, and you're just gonna start prying it out. There should be little clips in there that should just come right undone. So you don't really need a tool for this part right here. And then once you remove the cover there, okay, so once you remove the cover, there should be this screw right here that you're gonna unscrew. I know in older models, Tesla had installed the screw all the way up here, which made it changing the filter much harder, but now it's at least at a little bit more of a convenient location. All right guys, so then you're gonna have to also take off this panel here. There should be 3 clips right here that you're gonna have to take off using this tool that was included in the kit. So just gonna pry that in there. Should be pretty simple to just kind of have those come undone there. And then you can start prying this off. And then once you pry it off, you want to make sure that you unplug the light and then the speaker clip here. All right guys, so most of the YouTube videos that I watched, they wanted the carbonated side facing the passenger side, but as I was taking this filter out, I noticed that the airflow arrow was pointing this way, so I matched it up with the filter, which also indicates that it goes this way. So the carbon activated side's gonna face outward, and then the blue side's gonna face towards the inside of the car as you're placing the filter inside. And to just put it in, you're probably gonna have to use a little bit of force here, so don't be too scared, and just make sure to, as you're kind of letting it drop, you kind of hold on to the little rivet there, and then there you go. The first one is nicely placed in. Then you're just gonna take the second one, and you're just gonna place that in there as well. That right in there. All right, so there we go. We got both of the air filters placed inside, and then all we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this back on. And I love how easy they did make it, at least in the newer models versus the older one, but with the screw placement. And then once you kind of get that all put in, you're just gonna screw it back in. Let's see. Okay, so now you're just gonna place the screw right there. All right guys, once we got the filter cover cap screwed back in, we're just gonna make sure we plug the light back in. And then we're just gonna start popping this baby right back into place. Alright guys, so these little rivets here are pretty easy to put back in. You just want to make sure that you push this little bit out, and then you're just gonna find the placement and you're just gonna pop it in, and then you're just gonna push right in. So it's fairly simple. The last one is right here. You're just gonna find the place, you're just gonna push right in, and there we go. Should be. Alright guys, so then we're just gonna take this, and you have all the clips right there, and you're just pretty much just gonna clip this piece right back in. Let's see. Make sure you clip it right in place, just like that. There we go. We have successfully installed the filter. All right guys, so that's the installation of the cabin air filters for my 2021 Tesla Model 3. Like I said, Tesla recommends every 2 years, but I have about 30,000 miles on my car already. So I was like, it's probably about time to go ahead and replace those filters. That's a fairly easy process. You just have to, like I said, you gotta take this apart, take the panel under here apart, unplug your light, and then there's one small screw on a panel here that you unscrew, pop the cover off, pull the cabin air filters out, put them back in. It's a fairly easy process, and it's better to just do it yourself than make a service appointment for it. So I just wanted to say thank you for watching and supporting my channel. Please subscribe, like, share the video so other people can understand how to change the cabin air filter of the Tesla Model 3. And the Model Y should be fairly similar because they're fairly similar in the way that they were manufactured. I do have a lot more content coming down the line. I've just been really busy with my career as of lately, but I did do a road trip to Yosemite that I'm currently editing and should be posting pretty soon. I did a really long road trip up the coast of California, Oregon and Washington, and back down the middle in a Tesla Model S. So I'll be doing a video discussing my trip about that and how that went. And I have been exclusively supercharging my car since the day I bought it. So for 30,000 miles, I have only supercharged my car. So I will make another video discussing how that has impacted my battery. Because I know a lot of times, not everyone has access to charging at home. So I have been exclusively supercharging it. So those of you that are kind of on the fence about whether or not you should buy a Tesla, if you don't have access to charging, I'll do a whole video about that whole experience. And I would say fairly overall, it's a pretty positive experience. I still got to do a full review of my thoughts of the car. Since I've driven it about 30,000 miles, I own this car for about a year now. So stay tuned for that. So until next time, guys, peace out.